Some folks live like they're always grieving, not for a lost loved one, but for faded versions of themselves. They hang on to expired relationships, soul-draining jobs, untouched clutter, and fresh resentments from yesteryear. They look loyal, persistent, and committed. But Carl Jung reveals a darker truth. This masks a psychic prison of their own making. Inability to let go isn't noble. It's a blockage. Jung termed it libidinal fixation. Psychic energy meant for now and tomorrow freezes on past shadows, paralyzing the soul's transformation. You become a psychological ghost, haunting dead memories instead of living. This isn't poetry, it's clinical. Those who can't detach pathologically identify with externals. They're not in a relationship. They are it, not employed. Their identity fuses with the role. Releasing outside feels like inner death. This stems from unfilled voids, lacking authentic self. What they are: learned roles, functions, masks. Losing one sparks panic. Without it, who am I? Jung noted many in mystical participation, a primitive self-world blur, like kids. Adults stuck here aren't individuated, remaining extensions of possessions, actions, loves, hates. Letting go equals vanishing. This video probes the prison, why folks can't shed the past due to frozen structures, not weakness. Attachment as defense against emptiness. Crucially, with Jung, how to shatter the cycle. Clocking to who you were blocks who you can be. Ready to face it? A quiet suffering hides in lines like, I need more time, maybe it'll revert, or can't picture life without this. Seems attachment, but Jung says it's identity fusion, ego-absorbing attachments, not healthy value, built around them. Job defines worth, relationship scaffolds self, trauma organizes psyche, detachment feels fatal. This is Jung's ego inflation, not arrogance, but ego swollen with non-essentials. Roles, identities, images. It rigidifies, defends, fragilizes. Transient becomes vital. Origin. No consolidated self, seeking external stability. Job as lifeline, partner as mirror, past as refuge. Detach and drift hits. If not this, what's me? This dissolution fear resists change. Even toxic ones prefer known suffering over unknown void. Not weakness, but fusion. No subject-object split. Common. Career haters staying, tied to absent partners, living in bygones. All share external dependence for existence. Ego inflated by misfits blocks detachment as survival threat. But Jung dug deeper. Fusion symptom, root in childhood legacy, unovercome. Self-world as one, no autonomy. This archaic prison as attachment. We explore next. Thanks. Jung saw adults psychologically childish, structurally, not completing self-world separation, functioning as extensions of surroundings, relations, roles, accumulations. This mystical participation, archaic state, no distinct autonomy, natural in babies, hunger, breast, as body part, cry, world responds, Cold blanket comes. Magical ties are essential but must end. Frustration builds ego and individuality. Interrupted by trauma, abandonment, neglect, overprotection, ego unconsolidated. Adults grow childlike psychically. Loves by dissolving, works by merging, remember by reliving. Identity dependent on externals. Breakage panics, symbiosis rupture like child-mother separation as death. Jung's individuation counters. Autonomous self-relating without confusion. Recognizing other as other, present as present, past integrated sans merge. Trapped in participation, change as identity loss. Many self-sabotage growths, equating evolution to dying. These fusion dodges transformative fear, internal void. Separate from binders what remains, without definitions from others, memories, roles, silent abyss, terror next. Why cling desperately? Not significance. Fear of emptiness post-release. Jung, attachment, fear-driven, not love nostalgia. Fix on X, old job, hurt, photo, avoids inward gaze, distracts from, if let go, what's me? Void, dread-laden, questioning structure. Without authentic self, void as annihilation. No ground, self, just abyss. Jung, abyss transformation starts. True self emerges here. Needs courage facing repression. Attachment distracts, defends. Real loss, pain intense, but reveals absent structure. Avoid, it grows. Anxiety, worthlessness, depression, obsessions. Ego clings destructively. Imagine post-abuse, still stuck. Not love, but relationship-filled self-space. Remove, black hole consumes. Many return to hurt. Known, unknown. Jung, void, not self-death. Illusion collapsed, birthing self. But access, break defenses, transform void to individuation ground. Jung maps. Symbolic, reflective, active practices recover past frozen energy, redirect present. Next, explore tools depth, transform detachment from suffering to liberation. Letting go, no mere forget, ignore, pretend. Jung, deep psychic act, awareness, intention, symbolism. Attachment as frozen libido, not moral will. Releasing needs symbolic action. Individuation path liberates. Practices dissolve bonds. First, recognize projections, attached to projected image, not real. Relationship as animus projection. Unconscious gender aspects. Job as value projection. Trauma as identity. Practice. If let X go, lose. Answer symbolic. Importance, security, love. Not past, hidden self-part. Central, active, imagination, dialogue, unconscious. Write, visualize, talk with attachment. Why hold, represent, if release. Images speak soul, lose control. Third, ritualize. Rituals create closures. Burn letter, bury object, tear words. Gestures signal unconscious. Energy forward, but not end. Jung, nature hates vacuum. Let go sans fill. New attachment fills. Fourth, consciously fill. What develop now, not outsourced. Relationship validation, build self-affirmation. Job purpose, cultivate internal. Trauma victim, new narrative undefined by hurt. Reconstruction is essential. Practices need repetition, presence, courage. Liberation starts. Rational only fails. Attachment symbolic governed. Yet stall, hidden forces, unconscious benefits next. If resonates, check ebooks. Beyond Shadow breaks Jung ideas. Dialogues, unconscious 30-day, apply. Pinned comment. Ever tried letting go? Person, past, identity. Stuck, pulled back? Not weakness, shadow. Jung, unconscious, holds rejected parts. Hidden gains in attachment. Shadow content. Sabotage development. Painful truth. Want to move on, but stuck? Fear admits lost years on futile. Or let pain go. Responsible happiness sans excuses. Or detach, face raw loneliness anesthetized by bonds narratives. Feed pain for purpose, suffering identity, trauma shield, past justification, letting go, me versus me, no excuses. Jung, shadow does not hate, fear be. Prevents let go, not past love, future fear sans protection. X, job, status, trauma cover threat, raw truth unknown sans attachment. Effective if let go must. Admit wrong, acknowledge alone, give control, reinvent sans guarantees. True chains, repressed fears, not memories. In psyche depths, unseen, attachment persists. Shadow decides. Deeper, attachment, not defense escape. Symptom, broken back, deep pain froze psyche. Traumatic loss, abuse, abandonment, death. Attachment unintegrated complex expression. Not resolved effort will, needs therapy. Next, talk about that. When attachment trauma, not all conscious, not all resolvable reflection, imagination, rituals, root deeper, denser, older. Can't leave past, unprocessed trauma symptom. Trauma, frozen inside post-break, undigested experience encapsulated in complex, autonomous emotional structure controlling mind parts. Sudden loss, death, parent abandon, trust break, system stops. Life continues, frozen in shock. Years later, stuck. Part lives trauma now. Not choice, imprisonment. Fixated on image, memory, feeling dominant. Not weakness will lack, unconscious cry. Harsh, some don't dissolve alone. Integrate via deep therapy. Recognize limits. Complexes resistant, defensive, invisible. Disguise values, morals, identity. Just me, big heart, can't trust. Behind. Unspoken pains, wounds waiting embrace. Jung, psychotherapy ritual space. Soul speaks, unconscious heard sans judgment. Shadow integrated, broken recomposes, not revert. Reborn whole, deeper, real. Feel stuck, can't exit despite trying? Not just attachment, trauma. Seek help, not weakness. Ready, stop surviving. Start living. Now, what holds you back? Share comments. Your story key for others. If you spoke, watch next episode. Fundamental journey. Don't stop. More discover. More you waiting reveal.